I used to think peace came when everything made sense, when the bills were paid, the healing was complete, and when the door was open. But I learned something very powerful. Peace isn't about answers. It's about surrender, guys. Welcome back, all you beautiful souls. And if you're new here, I'm Michelle. And this space is about real healing, faith, and a life as it unfolds. Messy, honest, and beautiful in its own way. So today, guys, I want to talk with you about parts of you that's tired of trying to figure it all out. Because I've been there, and I want to show you how I found peace anyway. Peace doesn't wait on clarity. It comes when you stop chasing it. I spent years trying to force peace, thinking if I could just solve it, control it, or understand it, I'd feel better. But all that I did was exhaust myself. And maybe, guys, just maybe, you've been there too. Praying for answers, refreshing your email, or maybe watching someone else's life move forward and wondering, what am I doing wrong? Here's what I learned. God doesn't always give us the roadmaps. Sometimes He just gives us the next step. And that has to be enough. Have you ever felt that you needed every answer before you could rest? I want you to comment, that was me. If that hit home with you, comment in the comments section, that was me. Well, I had a moment where everything around me was still falling apart, you know. My money was tight. Relationships were changing. And I felt like God was quiet. I remember sitting on my floor with my back against the wall while I was saying out loud, I don't know what to do anymore. But do you know what happened next? Nothing. Just quiet. And for the first time, I didn't rush to feel it, to fill that quiet space. You know, sometimes if things get too quiet, I found myself trying to turn on the TV or turn some music on or, you know, something that would fill that quiet spot. I sat in quiet though, guys. And that's where I met my peace. You know, not because anything changed, but because I finally let go of needing to have it all to make sense to me. I let go of that. And during that time, I stopped writing my to-do list and I started writing my trust list. You know, those were things that I couldn't control. But I chose to release those things. because I had no control. What I would write instead, on my health, my son's future, my income, my timing, and beside each one of those, I would write God's hand, because God had control of those things, not me. I had to let go of the control. And that was the beginning of peace for me, guys. Stillness used to scare me, because in silence, I had to face what I was running from. But stillness became my sanctuary. I started taking walks without music on, earplugs in my ear. I started sitting on my sofa or in my bed or wherever I was with my tea in the mornings with no phone. I wasn't talking to anybody on the phone or looking at a movie or doing whatever on my phone. I just was breathing, just being. I realized peace doesn't always shout. You don't always have to have noise with peace. Sometimes I whisper, "You're okay," right here, even if nothing changes. And I want you to hear that too, guys. You're okay right here. Even if you don't have all the answers, what's one thing you're surrendering today? I want you to drop it in the comments so we can hold that space for you. Drop it in the comments. Let me know that what you're surrendering today. I tell my old me, you don't need a 5-year plan to breathe. You don't need proof to rest. You just need to trust the process. You don't have to rush your healing, nor your success, not even your clarity. God's timing isn't late, guys. It's layered. And He's doing more behind the scenes than you know. So if you're in the waiting, in the fog, in the I don't know season, let this be your reminder. Peace is possible, even here, even now. If this spoke to you, say, "I choose peace." Put that in the comments, guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more videos like this, where we keep it real, spiritual, and healing. So guys, until next time, take care.